now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Here we go. He's going to do another one. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Fucking bullshit! There was a power outage! Oh, I can't do this yet. I guess we get to do this afterwards. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? Yeah, exactly. Why would the television be just randomly saying what time it was? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 PM. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Oh god. I see, you heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine this witness. Right? Left? You know what to do. I've got this one. Bullshit. The time of discovery. Because the thing is, if she died between 4 and 5 PM, he had to find her sometime just prior to 4 PM. Or just after, rather. Within that time frame. He had to find her within that time frame, and the power outage was still while 6 PM. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. I like this. We played the Sherlock Holmes games earlier last year, like April, May time. And they were really good, and I like these kind of stuff. I like investigation games. I've not done one for a while. I think I might go back to a few of them. There's quite a few good ones. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Well, nope. Blackout. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowett? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Ah! Wait! I remember now! Mr. Sowett, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowett. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time now. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. On what? There was a table clock in the apartment. Power cut, dude! Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Wait, what? He's claiming that the table clock was the murder weapon. That must have been what I saw. Well, obviously not. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. I mean, if it was an analog clock, battery powered, even a digital clock that's battery powered. The defense may cross-examine the witness, but even then, it would be wrong. Why would he think it was 1 PM still? Why would it be wrong? I mean, I guess it's irrelevant, but that's not the murder weapon. Gladly. Hearing the time now. So now he's saying... Oh yeah, he's definitely lying. I actually didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? I don't know. Yeah, the murder weapon... the killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon is this statue, not a clock. Let's rub this in his face now. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was this statue. How is this supposed to be a clock? With your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? I'm Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Just answer the question, Mr. Sowett. Hey, I saw it there, okay? There's a clock. Your Honor, if I may, Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. But he said he saw it. It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted it as a statue, my apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness testimony is correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes! Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. I didn't think about that. Because it said you hold it, tilt it, bing, it says the name. It says the time. And even then he still testified that it said 1 PM, so that means the clock is off by 3 hours, minimum. The witness testified he never entered the apartment. That too. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Or knew the victim. We can't prove that, but we can definitely... That's flimsy. He's still maintaining his, like, I'm selling papers thing. But he went into the apartment and he handled the evidence. Yes, Phoenix is smart. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. You just proved it yourself. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her in the head with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard, and it's still off by 3 hours. That's the weird thing about this. Arrest that man. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Gladly. Mr. Sowett, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Yeah, he's gurning pretty badly. Would the witness care to elaborate, or shall we just take him straight to the electric chair now? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard... No, I saw... Oh, shit! Shut up, I hate you! Wow. This is his final form. Now we fight the boss monster. He just ripped his hair straight off his head and threw it in Phoenix's face. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. Yeah, Mum's gonna watch Netflix. Internet's gonna be more trash. Oh no. That's not fair. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death. Damn. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. That is kind of true. There isn't. But it does rip his whole testimony apart. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. What we could do is activate the clock and see if it's 3 hours off from the current time. If it is, then yeah. Your Honor. That's all we really have, isn't it? The sound Mr. Sowett heard was definitely this clock, a fact which is clear if you simply... examine its batteries wouldn't really help. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? Give me that clock. I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep.
I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? Like we're asking the prosecution. Oh, could you help me with this, buddy? It's 11:25. I was right. What a way to handle that. Cool. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sowett heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sowett, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? It's been in evidence ever since, dickhead. You can't prove that. You don't have a case. I mean... can we prove it? It's battery powered, so it wouldn't have been affected by the thing. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. It looks like the Joker without green hair and white-faced. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowett. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. But we've proven Larry's innocence. If he saw Larry leaving at 1 PM... Well, actually, no, we ripped his whole testimony apart. But then it proves he didn't see Larry at all. His whole testimony has to be thrown out. There's nothing I can do about it now. I mean, in a real court, that whole testimony would be inadmissible. Myers here. Not so fast, Mr. Sowett. Chief. Listen up, Mr. Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. It's battery operated and it's been in evidence ever since. Nobody's manipulated it. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clocks were 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Why would it be 3 hours slow? That is a US passport. The only thing I can think is that maybe she adjusted the time on it. But it's not 3 hours discrepancy. Even from the east coast of the United States to Paris is 6 hours. It is a really cool game. I'm liking this so far. I love the music. It's so good. It's like playing old Nintendo games from like way back in the 90s. Or even the 80s rather, I should say. What could possibly prove that this is 3 hours slow? I mean, the fact... He did say that he heard 1 PM and that it was the clock. We've proven that he knows it was a clock, but his own testimony can be used against him still if it's not been thrown out yet. And again, we come back around to the whole but the time discrepancy. there versus what he said he heard. If he expects us to take his word that he heard the clock speak. I mean, he's already trapped. If I were the judge, I'd already be like, well, this is bad. Let's go with yes, because of course that's going to be the case. Yes. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. Moo! Hello! How are you, Gracie? Welcome. The court recognizes Gracie. Speak. Of course, there's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. I mean, the murder report says it was 4 to 5 p.m. and his testimony says that he heard the clock speak the time of 1 p.m. when he found the body. I hope it's not the passport, the fact that she flew, because why would it be 3 hours slow? In fact, if anything, it would be fast. It would be ahead because she'd have been in Paris. If she took the clock with her, which she probably didn't. She'd have left it at home, right? But maybe she changed her clock, but then it would be 3 hours fast still if she wanted to meet it halfway to adjust her sleep schedule. Oh no, she would have it 3 hours slow. Because then 8 o'clock would technically be 11 o'clock. So if she got out of bed like at 11 o'clock. You know, she's trying to fix her sleep pattern. Just let's say if this was East Coast US, that would be a 6-hour time gap to Paris. I mean, that's supposition. We're just assuming that the victim would do this, but not everybody would. I don't change my clocks when I come back from abroad. You know, I don't muck about with them. I leave them as they are, because then I've got to change them again later, and I'll probably forget, and then my clocks will be forever wrong in the house for like 3 months. Time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. He said he heard it say 1 o'clock. We've already proven that, but we've used that argument. I doubt we can use it again. It must be the passport. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad on the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Whoa, it's 9 hours? So this is West Coast. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. So did she get it wrong? Did she think it was wrong and adjust the time? Interesting. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Wait, so he's saying that she took the clock with her? And that she set it 9 hours fast and therefore... Yeah. But he said he heard it say 1 p.m, not 1 a.m. Then again, the clock didn't say a.m. or p.m, it just said the time. 1 o'clock. 8 o'clock, that kind of thing. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sowett? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? It looks like he's about to... Oh god, yeah. I was going to say, it looks like he's about to have a stroke or something, or a heart attack. Oh, well, that saved us the death penalty. Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out different than we all expected, and we've all learned something here today, everybody. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Poison? No, I think he just... yeah, I think he just, like, gave in. You know, his entire body just seized up. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Well, they don't come with the ace attorney for nothing. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Woo! Where they have confetti in a courtroom? Interesting. That would actually make for some pretty cool proceedings, you know? Imagine if, like, you're declared not guilty and, like, confetti and balloons come down from the ceiling. If you're declared guilty, the floor opens up beneath you and you fall down and a plume of fire comes up through it. And demon screams and all that stuff. That would be cool. I'd go to court more often and watch cases just for fun. And with that, court is adjourned. This guy's beard, by the way. Damn. I want to grow a beard like that one day. It turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar. Oh, he's not actually one of her boyfriends. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of their homes. That day, it all went wrong. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. That's right, he did say she wasn't home. So he must have had a key to get in, and he didn't close the door properly. After he left, Mr. Sowett let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowett grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and hit her in the head. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew! I still can't believe we won. Ding! Yeah. Right, good job in there. I know, right? Congratulations. Thanks. Chief, I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. Been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Oh, good. Wait, no. What? I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Forever. She was... Nah, never mind. Do not speak ill of the dead. Congratulations, Harry. His name's Larry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Really, I couldn't. Not at all. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Oh, great. The murder weapon. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. Oh, what? I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she just... she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? Larry... Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. You don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Alright. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Right, right. Left, right. Right, left, right. Left, right. Oh, God. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. She took the clock with her on holiday, dude. Come on. The heck is she talking about now? She took the bloody clock with her, dude. Come on. She still has it. Take that. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just a chump to her. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it on holiday with her, remember? Yeah, took it with her when she travelled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take travelling. That's why I thought it probably didn't go with them travelling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. And enough with the doom and gloom and wanting to die and all that shit, dude. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realise things can change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. This is becoming the lyrics to like a 1980s, like, you know, hair rock song right now. Kinda digging it. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? Well, drink a toast to innocent butts. Here's to innocent butts. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, Larry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah. Part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Dude, your boss is totally coming on to you. This is so inappropriate. So, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Maya." Wait, what? I think he should pay us. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the centre of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Ooh, the end. That's it, guys. That's the end of the game. That's just the first case. A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Sisters. Save your progress? Hell yes. Why would I not? No, the game isn't over. Bring, 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 bring. Beep. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? God, what's with these names? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Yep, sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about an upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha, so what's in it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yes, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Well, it thinks it tells you the time. It tells you the time it thinks it is. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Put some papers inside it instead. Oh, secret documents. There's a delay on the stream, by the way. Oh, no problem, I know there's usually for some people quite a delay. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say at 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Man, I could too. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded, September 5th, 9:27 a.m.